What's going on, YouTube? Lloyd Phillips here with the Life and Times podcast. Listen, this week, real special show. I actually went to the world's fastest wedding. I don't. Everybody, you've got your own stories. I guarantee there's no way. I don't know who you are, where you're from. Some of you. World's fastest wedding I went to. Greatest wedding ever. Honestly, I feel like I should get the guy's name. You guys would be so excited to get married by this guy. Last like minute and a half. It's awesome. With the cast of Yellowstone. Anyway, look at, not really. That may draw people in. not really. But they look like the cast of Yellowstone. And then also, I get tired of when my daughters fight. Come on, guys. That's what my daughters sound like. I don't like high-pitched, whiny voices. I've just had enough of it. Anyway, whatever. Like and subscribe to the show. We need 100 followers. We don't have 100. That's awesome. All right, well, love everybody. We'll see you. Welcome back to the Life and Times podcast. I'm your host, Lloyd Phillips. You know, here today with Leighton. How are you doing today?
I'm
Leighton?
doing wonderful.
Things are good. Listen, yesterday I went to a wedding. This is important. I just got to get straight to it. It's my cousin's wedding. My cousin is known to not really. I think he prides himself on acting like he doesn't want to talk to people. He can do it. He just don't want to. And he's 43 years old, so I guess he's pretty set in his ways. Maybe he's actually that way. Maybe it's not an act. Like he doesn't like it because he's been doing it for a long time. But for me, like he talks to me. So it's my cousin Brent. And he talks to me. We're cousins. He talks to me all the time, like we're best friends. I don't think he does that to the rest of the world. I just don't. Well, and he always acts like he's annoyed about stuff. Not to me. He doesn't act annoyed at me. He's a go-getter. Like if you're going to do something, let's do it, right? He's that speed. Well, so he doesn't like weddings. He's not into weddings, nor is his son. So they're like the least caring people that his son's getting married, and his son who is getting married also doesn't care that he's getting married. He just wants to get it over with. Like he just wants to be married and then just like go home.
Yeah. So
it's important to note. The wedding started at 3:00. It was supposed to start at 3. It started at about 3:08, 3:10, somewhere in there. By the time they walk in, well, I don't know who the preacher is. As a matter of fact, for a family wedding, I didn't know lots of people there, and I didn't. And she's from the town next over where I grew up, so I figured I'd know more people. Whatever, right? So here we go. Starts at like 3:08, 3:10. The preacher says stand when she walks down the middle. There's no slow walking. They're just getting to the front as fast as they can walk. And she rolls up, just walking, like not even like a slow with the train falling. No. So preacher says rise. She walks to the front. They do this thing. Who gives her away? I couldn't see where I was at. But it was like 4 people. And so they start the wedding. Well, the preacher starts talking. And he's like, does the prayer, and then he starts the vow thing, and he's like, oh wait, oh you guys can. I think somebody said, can they sit down? I think the bride said, can they sit down? And he's like, oh yeah. Now, no offense to this guy, like he's the one that stood up in front of the people and did the wedding, but it didn't sound like he had done too many weddings. But I'm not bagging on that guy at all. That's not where I'm going with this. So at this point, it's like 3:12. And then I'm just listening to his not a sermon, but like the speech he's got to give. And in my head, I'm thinking like, this part's usually like at the end. like he's really like, so I'm confused. I'm not playing. He's like, so you guys got the rings? And then he's like, Weston put this ring on. Maddie put this ring on. Could have been vice versa. I don't remember. And then, and he's like, all right, kiss your bride. It was 3:15. It was over.
Oh my God.
It started, they started walking at like 3:08,
wow.
3:10. Over. It was over.
Just a speed run.
Yeah, you should have saw the people sitting in the audience. Like everybody's looking around like, Are you serious? And what made it funnier is because, like I said, like my cousin Brent always is like annoyed, like I don't like this stuff. He had to wear a sport coat and he didn't like that. He looked fine. And he's actually a professional guy, but he started off as a welder and then, like field type. He started off in the field and worked his way to the top, which is actually awesome. But I'm just saying, like, he got there through hard work. He didn't get to where he was at by telling a bunch of funny stories.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's real straightforward. So it made it funnier because it seemed like it's almost like he had a hand in it, maybe, where he's like, guys, I'm not doing all this. He's like, just get it over with. And his son is the same way. 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I think it was like 3 minutes. The point is that if that preacher hadn't stopped to tell us to sit down, we'd have probably stood 2 more minutes. It'd have been over.
And it would have been done.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing at all. And then they just roll out. Well, everybody stands up, think they're gonna go in the building, and then my cousin's wife, she looked like Pioneer Woman last night, and so she's like, "Can't go in the building for doing pictures." And then she told them all, just go out in the yard there, and there was this open bar. I think it was open. I don't know, but and so that was it. Well, the whole thing. So the pictures are done, and probably that ran a little longer than normal, but no, not normal. Just for their timing. For them,
yeah.
Yeah. That one went about 10 minutes, the pictures. And then they did the first dance. I don't know, man. The wedding started at 3. The first dance already was happening like 3:38.
That is insane.
Sorry for the interruption, everybody. Sorry for interrupting the show. I was just going to tell you, hey, I need you to know that people say, where'd you get that lavish beard? And I say, well, the lavish beard I grew because I'm a lavish beard grower. But the reason it's so silky smooth is because I use Winchester Ranch Beard Co. products. Top oils on the market. I've been using them for years, or last year because it just started. But that's why my face looks so good. Tell your friends and use that. Okay? Talk to you later. Forgot one. American Survival Co. Everybody, American Survival Co. They're the top survival school in the entire world. I know everything for my survival needs. That's how I use American Survival Co. Go check out their website at AmericanSurvivalCo.com. Get all the details and information about team building exercises and all the things that you can do. It's really an awesome place. And the two guys who own the place, they also are the host of the new Netflix show Snowflake Mountain, and that's awesome. Go check them out. Now back to the show. Love you.
I never seen anything like it. It was the greatest wedding I've ever been a part of.
Yeah. Get it done.
Because I didn't get out of my seat. So when they all walked over there to try to walk into the place that wasn't open yet, I just still sat in my seat. Because I was like, well, this is how long I would probably still sit here if it was a regular wedding. So I just sat there. And I've never seen anything like it. It's the greatest way to do weddings. So this guy who I felt like was kind of fumbling through his words at first, whoever the preacher was, I want that guy to do every wedding I go to. All of them.
Just get it done.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think he's a no-nonsense guy either. I think he's just like, what can I... He probably just like looked at a sheet that had all the typical wedding stuff. And he's like, I can eliminate this, and I can eliminate this.
Yeah, we don't
I
need
can eliminate
this.
Like, really, if I just get to the rings.
Yeah.
If I can just get to the rings in under 1 minute, 15 seconds, I can get this deal done. This is the greatest thing I've ever been a part of. And, then everybody there. I had a lot of friends there, too. Like, I did have a lot of friends, but there were a lot of people I didn't know. Yeah, it was a good time. It was the greatest wedding I've ever been a part of. And, the people were... It looked like the cast of Yellowstone was there.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either, but I didn't want to tell anybody that.
Okay. I didn't want to really say that.
I didn't want to tell anybody because my buddy Brett, who wants to be on the show, he brings it up more than once.
Yeah, anytime anybody talks about it and I say I haven't seen it, they're like, what?
Well, he was proud of himself because he thought he looked just like Rip Wheeler. Now, I don't watch the show, but I'm sure people watch this too. But he looked just like Rip Wheeler. He was very excited. But his dad wasn't feeling him. And I was like, well, he said, have Brett show him, have Brett show him, God, I can't even talk. Show me his boots. Have Brett show, can I'm gonna don't even edit this. I want to see how long this takes.
Are you having a stroke?
Maybe. Have Brett show you his boots. Yeah, there we go. Woo! Got it. Got her dialed in. So he did. And I looked down and they looked plain. Like they were just solid leather, but like plain, kind of a square toe thing. And so I was like, oh yeah, I thought I was making reference to the boot being plain because everybody else had, pretty elaborate boots. And he's like, no, have him hike his pant leg up. They weren't boots at all. You know those little booties that people wear? That's what he was wearing.
What?
Yeah, so he thought he was being Rip Wheeler from Yellowstone. Rip Wheeler would have been disgusted at that act. I haven't even watched the show, but he would have been disgusted for sure.
But they look like boots?
Oh, they were, those. Listen, I don't wear those boots, but people. So I wear like a lot of loafers. I also wear dress shoes that tie too. But people buy boots. It's not my style, but people buy boots they wear with jeans or boots they even wear with like khaki pants. You know what I'm talking about? Those. They're not cowboy boots, but like dress boots. Almost like. That's not my style. I personally don't like those, but that's what he wore. And his Rip Wheeler was disgusted, and his real dad was disgusted at what he had worn that evening. So it was a good wedding. The whole cast was there. Of Yellowstone. They did the dances, they did the food, they did the cake cutting. They did all that. I mean, it was awesome. As a matter of fact, I only want to do those from now on.
Fast weddings?
I'd rather punch myself in the twig and berries than go to a regular wedding these days. just straight up in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
That's what twig and berries. Yeah, so that's what I'd rather do than go to another wedding.
I hate weddings.
They didn't do all that stuff. Like, I did it at my wedding too, but I'm just being honest. Like the weddings that you go to, and they're like, okay, I wrote a special vow for you.
Oh yeah,
I wrote spoon vows, or they just read a poem that I wrote this poem for you, and they're staring at each other's eyes, and they're like, it's so stupid.
I mean, mine was pretty fast.
You wrote your own vows?
No.
Don't be a nerd.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I think the longest, like the preacher got up there, did the whole spiel, giveaway, blah, 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 blah. But we had a sand ceremony.
Oh,
I didn't know it was a thing.
You did do a nerdy thing.
Yeah, I did do a nerdy thing. But that was like the longest part, but I think that was probably 30 seconds.
I got to be honest. I did one. I did
that
really?
Too.
Yeah, but was it a sand thing? It could have been a sand thing. I don't remember. I think it was, maybe not. But if it, I don't remember. But if we did do one, and I think we may have, I don't know where the bottle is. Like, I don't know what. This is our eternal sand.
Yeah, we still have ours. We're mixed together for forever, like our sand.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not. So at our wedding, we were gonna light the unity candle. But I was very confused. Did you guys do that too?
No, I think we did the sand instead of the unity candle.
Wait, well, maybe we did them both. We're really,
you're really corny.
We were really together. Well, when I went to light the candle, the unity candle, with our flames together. When we bring our flames together, there were 2 wicks in the candle.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Yeah, that's why we stared at it for like 5 minutes. We're like, which one do we light? We are separate. Separate, we are one. I don't know that there were 2 wicks. I just hate nerdy wedding stuff. And honestly, it had to be the greatest. I mean, they didn't do any of that stuff. They're like, listen, we're just regular people, and we just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
But they did want to get out of there. They just wanted to get the wedding over. Yeah, that was it. No unity candles, no sand ceremony, no vows, special vows. You did special vows.
I did not do special vows.
You guys wrote your own?
No.
Like, Leighton and Alyssa, we wrote our own vows for each other.
No.
Alyssa, "You're the most amazing person I've ever met in my whole life."
I'm so glad I got you pregnant in high school.
Without, okay, yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, I mean,
Don't do that, kids, if you're listening to the podcast.
Yeah, don't do-
Wait till you're married
don't do that.
and old.
Well, but you know,
Older.
where'd you go to high school?
I was homeschooled. I went to Lincoln Christian School.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes. Listen, this is a family show, so I'm not sure where you're going with this. I want to apologize,
sorry.
making this not a family show.
I can edit all this out.
Hey, you know what happened the other day?
What happened?
This is real. I had a fly in my vehicle, and I tried to swat the fly, and I threw my shoulder out trying to swat a fly. Like, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Like it hurt. Like I did like this for like a day, like where my shoulder just drooped. Where I'm like, I can't.
You didn't pop it back in?
I don't know. I mean, it worked eventually, but I don't think it like fell out of place. I'm saying that I like. Well, I did say I threw my shoulder out. It didn't come out of place. It's just like
okay.
I swiped at it, and then I was like, "Oh man!" I couldn't raise my arm just by swatting a fly. I'm not sure when I got to that age.
I mean, I'm 28, and a couple years ago, I mean, that happened. I was doing something similar, swatting a fly, like putting on a jacket, or I don't remember what I was doing. Then my shoulder completely popped out, and I was like, well, I guess I'm at that age.
Yeah, Rip Wheeler would have been disgusted at that.
But I actually had to like pop it back in myself.
Yourself, like you were Mel Gibson in what's that movie? What's Mel Gibson? Lethal Weapon.
Oh, I was gonna guess something else.
Did you like bang it against the wall like that?
No, I mean, I'm not like a professional.
You don't know anything about Mel Gibson.
I rolled it back in.
So anyway, I just don't know when I got old. Speaking of old, then I was at a restaurant the other day and I ordered my food. It was it's fast food, but it's homemade. Like if that can even make any sense. It's called Rosa's Cafe. It's in Midland. And so you order, it's real similar. I don't know. It's not similar at all, but I'm just saying, like, you would order, it's like a Casa Bonita. Did you ever eat there a long time ago? So you would order, and then when you walk by, there's a hand that just comes out from underneath the. There's a hand that gives you the food just through a hole.
Yeah.
You have no idea who's back there. You just see a hand. That's it, and it shoves your food to you. It's not like that, but the speed in which that food would come out, that's how it is. So, but you're sitting there waiting, but they had just, it was right before lunchtime. And so I ordered lunch because I flew in. So I'm already, when you get up at 4, lunchtime's at 10:15.
Yeah.
So as I'm sitting there, this old guy, my age probably, he's got headphones on and he's like dancing, but he's dancing. It's not like he's just like by himself grooving, like maybe there's something real cool in his headphones. He's wanting attention. He's like dancing, and it's actually making me mad. It's annoying. Like I don't like this guy already. But the thing is if he was just, and like right now, people are like, okay, why would you not like the guy? Well, it's not that he was just dancing. It's that he was staring people in their eyes while he was doing it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like an idiot. But he also had a frown on his face while he's doing it. So I don't get what he was doing. I just didn't like it. And he I could see him glancing at me like, bro, why do you keep looking at me?
He wanted to be on the podcast.
No, I mean, he just was I just think that's perverted stuff. But as I was standing there, this happened. Okay. So this guy, I got this idiot right in front of me doing this. It's like, it's stupid. And then, there's a lady and she's waiting on her food. I was the first one to order for all these people standing here, by the way, so I don't know where my food's at either. And some people already got theirs. This old, I want to say 75-year-old lady. She's like sitting there, and then some lady walked up, grabbed a bag, and walked out. Some person grabbed the food on a tray that was for there, and they walked to their table. And I hear her start mumbling. She's like, where's my, I don't know where my food's at. But she's like right here, and I think she's talking to me, so I look at her. She's not talking to me. She's just saying, well, when that lady that grabbed that bag and walked out, she's like, I think she took my food. That's what she said. But she's not moving. She's just mumbling to herself, I think she took my food. She's 3 minutes into standing here still waiting for more trays to come. I'm still waiting on my food. So I'm like, so I hear her keep mumbling. And I know she's old, right? So I'm not getting mad. I'm not like mad at her. The guy, I was irritated because the guy's dancing, staring at me, to be honest, and everybody else. But now I get her. So I got this idiot dancing in front of me, and I get this lady who, for 3 minutes, stood in the same spot. It's like, I think that lady took my food. and so I've had enough, and I'm like, man, by the way, there's another bag that's setting up there on the counter. So we're all just sitting there and we're waiting. But the numbers are off too. So, I didn't see my number up there. So the numbers are off. And then I finally, because I get annoyed, and I said, ma'am, what did you have? And she's like, I had a bacon, egg, and cheese taquito. I think she took my food. And I was like, well, and I walked up 3 steps, 4 maybe, is how far she had to walk. And I looked in the bag, and there's the receipt thing for what it is in the bag. So I picked it up. I'm like, did you say bacon, egg, and cheese? She said, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is your food right here. Right here in this bag. It's been here 3-4 minutes. The whole time she's like, I think she took my food. It was right there, right in front of her. She never walked up and said anything.
She's probably distracted. Maybe she was distracted by the guy dancing too.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm certain she was looking at him.
Can you imitate his dance moves?
No, because he's an idiot, and I can't do. He's like.
I think the people want to see it.
Well, okay. Well, I don't have to stand up. You can just see he's not really moving his feet. He's just doing this. It's like he's like going.
While you stand deeply into your eyes.
Yeah, like this. Like the music's not that good. There's no way that you're listening to anything cool. No way. And if you are, you're a nerd. Even if he was listening to some kind of hardcore rap and he was dancing like that, staring people's eyes, it doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what he's listening to. Michael Bolton or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to see the dance moves.
Yeah, just never let you down.
That's what he was listening to.
I feel like that's what he was listening to. But anyway, people don't make the guy beside me on the plane this week. I didn't talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You remember how I told you I get annoyed by people and I got to do better? Mm-hmm. Well, if you know, I said it last week, I think, on the podcast. Getting on airplanes now, it's like they just run the heater. It's like the air conditioner never works. You don't feel the air. Like you can always warm up, but you can't get cold. So I'm tired of the heater. Okay, I'm tired of it. This kid had 2 hoodies on.
Oh my god!
2. He had 2 hoodies. I don't even know anybody that wears 2 hoodies because there's 2 hoods. He had 2 hoodies on. He didn't have a regular sweatshirt with a hoodie on over it. He had 2 hoodies on.
Did you tell him he looked really cool?
I just don't. I mean, it's the same thing last week with the guy wearing the black leather jacket. I just don't get the fashion. Not in the summer. I don't. I was in Laredo, Texas one year, and I was going to the mall, and while I was walking into the mall, it's like people want to look cool. It's like that, but poor people in Laredo, they just want it to be cool outside, so they can wear, not t-shirts because it's always 108 degrees. And this kid's wearing all black sweater, but nice, but but a sweater. Like a turtleneck. I think it was a black turtleneck. I'm like, it's 95 degrees outside. And he looked nice. He actually looked nice, but what's funny is he just wanted it so bad to be able to wear those clothes. Yeah. He's like, I'm just wearing it.
It's 95. That's a cool front coming in. I'm wearing my sweatshirt tomorrow.
I know it wasn't a sweatshirt. It was like a fine, a sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, he just wanted to wear it so bad. He's like, listen, I look nice and I'm going to wear it. I don't care what the temperature is outside. But until you're sweating to death.
Yeah.
It's so wherever you walk in, no matter how nice you look, no matter how nice your clothes look, when you walk in, whenever you get there, because he was walking, he's got to be flushed and sweating to death, and Like you don't look good anymore.
Well, and no matter how nice the clothes are, if you're wearing a sweater and it's 90 something degrees outside, everybody's gonna think that you look like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I wasn't trying to judge. I'm trying to not judge people as much.
It doesn't sound like it's.
Well,
really.
now I'm working on it, but
okay.
but sometimes you got to judge people. You don't know. I know this has happened before. It's never happened to me. And if it's happened to anybody, I'm obviously not. There's no reference because I don't even know anybody that this has happened to. But you randomly hear those stories. I mean, so they're on the internet about people. You like the people jump out in front of cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just like, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna end it. Oh, I judge everybody I see walking on the highway.
It's not funny, but
I'm not. Well, I'm not. I mean,
no, I laughed, but I just want to make it clear it's not funny.
Right, but no, not for people that do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, as a driver, when people are walking on the highway,
yeah,
on,
I do the
on the
same
freeways
thing.
and the highways, and they're too close.
Yep.
I'm like, I am judging. I'm like, I hope this guy's having a good day.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. Like, I'm not about to be if they're to that point, which I have no clue, but they are walking close to a highway. I'm not about to be the one that hits you.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I thought about. I judge everybody that walks on the highway.
Yeah, so do I.
Like
for that reason, too.
He's like, well, the next town's 27 miles. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I would tell on them for doing that. Do your kids say tattletale?
Yes.
I have no idea where that came from.
Actually,
we should probably look it up. Where did tattletale originate?
Do you want to take some guesses?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those are terrible guesses.
Yeah. I asked you if you wanted to guess. You guessed while I look at the definition.
Tattletale? I have no idea. It doesn't even make any sense, but people always say it. And I got a 9 who's almost 10 and a 13-year-old daughter. And they run to their mom and they're like, often, very often, Mom, Avery's tattletelling. Mom, Belle's tattletelling. Like, what is tattletelling? What is it? You got it?
It comes from the verb tattle. And tattle means report someone's wrongdoing.
Okay. Well, where did the tail come in?
It doesn't say.
I've never said tattle. That's stupid. But
what's
funny that's an actual a thing, I guess, is the word. I guess people are using it correctly. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't. Who says that?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like slang, but it's like, I guess it's a.
Now that I know it's a word, if I ever in a work environment, I'll be like, I need to tattle on someone today. And they're like, what? Yeah, I have to tattle on a couple of people right now. I don't even want to hear if I don't what you've heard me say before. Not a big HR fan ever, but I don't know, just not.
I think the only HR fans in a work environment are tattletales and the HR person.
Oh, they are tattletales. Huh? Yeah, they are tattletales. I'm just saying though, if I was an HR person, which I wouldn't be because I don't. Well, that's not true. I don't like them. But it'd be fine if I was in it.
If you were, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't got to worry about it. I'm an HR. But then I would tattle on people.
Yeah, oh, heck yeah.
But what was I? Oh, yeah. If somebody walked in and they're like, I need to tattletale on somebody, I wouldn't be good at HR. As a matter of fact, I probably couldn't even be. I could actually be in HR. Like, I could do it. But I would, in my head, often think like, God, these people, I can't. You're going to have to get out of here. These people are idiots. So I wouldn't say that, but that's what would go through my head. As I would stare him in the eye and be like, tattle away.
Tattle to me.
Tell me. That's the most perverted thing I've ever heard in my life. Tattle to me. When I get home, I'm gonna ask gently. I'm like, tattle to me. She's gonna be like, what? I'm like, you heard me. Yeah. You heard me. You better tattle to me. Yeah, this is good.
Oh yeah.
Last night, side note, I'm gonna bring that thing back up. Anybody that wanted to renew their vows, like he could have renewed 19 vows last night.
Yeah.
Just while we were waiting in the. Yeah. I asked Jenny if she wanted to renew them. It'd take 2 minutes, and she She didn't want to.
Well, after you go home, look at her in the eyes and say "tattle" to me, she'll
Yeah.
probably be like, "I'm."
Yeah, I know, because I
Heck yeah.
want to know why you didn't want to renew them. It would take 2 minutes. So now tattle to me. My kids, it just goes all through me when they say tattle.
No, I can't stand it.
They fight all the time. They fight. I mean, I do not recall. I know there was a time like I might get annoyed at my brother. I'm sure he got annoyed with me. I mean, I don't know why, because I can't remember. We were just far enough apart. I mean, actually, we're about the same. We're about the same as my daughters. But I don't recall. I don't recall any of that. Like, I mean, did we tell on each other? Did my brother tattle on me? I don't know. I don't think he did.
I'm trying to think if mine did. Which I don't. Me and my brother are 6 years apart.
Did you guys say tattle?
I don't think. Well, we definitely didn't say tattle, and I don't think either one of us really snitched each other out, and we didn't really even fight.
Yeah.
Maybe when we were older, like when I was 16 and he was 10, maybe
Because he
got a little bit more annoying, just because I thought I was 16 and cool. But yeah, we didn't really fight. Now my wife and my daughter fight like probably your daughters.
Yeah, it does confuse me. I hear them argue. Listen, this is what I think. Here's my. I could be wrong. I'm not. It's not like I'm parent of the year, but I don't think when a kid has a whiny voice, I don't think you should match their whiny voice with the same whiny voice at all. I'm not. I mean, look, my wife does have control when she gets mad. That's it. You know, like the kids don't run over her, but until she gets to that point, she's like doing the same voice back, which I don't know. Pick your clothes up. This is an example. I don't know. Hey, pick your clothes up and do this. I don't want to, Mom. I'm trying to do this. She's like, just do your clothes. Do them. I don't know, but I'm trying to go. Do them now. Why are you guys always doing that? I hate that voice. I don't deal with it at all. I don't. First of all, when I tell my kid, I'm not. This isn't like I'm not. It's real. If I say, hey, go clean your room, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Even if they were to, Dad, but I don't. I'm like, what'd I tell you? Like I didn't do this.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah. What'd I tell you? Come on, guys. I'm not doing it.
Guys, please.
Come on, guys. I've asked you 3 times. Nope, not at my house.
No, and that's the thing that they'll fight. And I'll go down there to try to break it up. I'll try to break it up, and my wife's like, I told her 4 times to do blah blah blah, and I'm like, how did you even let it get to 4 times if you telling her to do something? It takes me 1 time, and if it does take a second time, I mean, Peyton knows what's up.
Guys, come on, guys. I've done it 3 times. Yeah, I don't do it. I can't do anything. I've been coughing this whole time.
Yeah,
it's a rough deal. Must be the allergens getting me down. Yeah, it's definitely got to be the allergens. I wish you were a part of that wedding last night.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
You have no idea how great that was.
No.
I wish that we could redo that same wedding. I left early because I went to had a function that I had to do last night. It was good. It was a fish fry.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it was a function. I don't know. It ended at like 9. So did I go to bed? Oh yeah. No, it's my anniversary. Today's my anniversary.
Happy anniversary. I ruined the anniversary.
Come on, guys. Guys, come on. 3 times. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I could probably talk 38 minutes, but the reason I'm cutting this short, I've coughed 100 times today.
At least 100.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, anyway, listen, everybody, it's so good to be with you today and this week. depending on what day this comes out. We're always right on time. Anyway, love everybody. Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. We'll see you. Listen, I'm going to try to get the name of the preacher guy. Turns out he's the best wedding doer I've ever. He's the best Yellowstone wedding doer I've ever been a part of. All right, love everybody.